moving on to the next story quest. I have a feeling it might be Risley. Hi, Risley. Reborn in the Land of Grievances. Cerberus Chapter, Act 1. Let's go. An opportunity for rebirth. You and Paimon arrive at the dormitories in the Fortress of Meripede. Yeah, see, why would I though? Been there, done that. Why does it always put me at the space and leeway? It's weird. Why exactly would I be going back to the Fortress of Meripede? There's no real incentive. I think they need to work on improving how you start quests. Because we've been released from the fortress, so we don't have an incentive to come back here for this quest. Unless technically this takes place while you were in your imprisonment.
The Fortress of Meripede would be super scary, but looking back on it, it really wasn't that bad at all.
It wasn't as is the tense she's using. I kind of feel like this is after our imprisonment
You've got a
is
set
done.
schedule, guaranteed food and board, and you can even buy all kinds of stuff with credit coupons. It's really no surprise that many people don't even want to leave.
Yeah, you're right. That they probably have that guy to thank for that.
Oh, you mean Risley?
Of course.
He's definitely a pretty impressive leader. Well,
He takes his
does
job
look
seriously.
kind of intimidating. He's actually pretty easy to talk to once you've had a conversation or two with him. Paimon wonders how he's like with the people here. Do they also get the same guy we do, or is he a lot harsher with the bad guys?
He probably has a good number of tricks for every situation. It's not what I was going to say, but that is a very wise answer to that question.
Yeah, he must be doing something right to maintain order here, while not making everything feel super oppressive.
I mean, it's kind of your job as warden of this place to do that. So I think you give him too much credit in that regard, but he is very dedicated to it, yes.
Excuse me, did I hear someone there? Could you please do me a favor?
Hi?
Paimon could have sworn she just heard something.
Me too.
Excuse me, is someone passing by? Could you do me a favor, please?
Where even are you? In the box?
Nope, Paimon wasn't dreaming. There's someone over there for sure. But Paimon doesn't see anyone.
Oh, did you hear my call? Thank you so much. I'm over here, inside this big box.
I have several questions for you, sir. Why are you in the box in the first place, and why can't you get out of it? It doesn't look like it has a latch on the exterior.
You're inside the box? Oh, no wonder Paimon didn't see anything. Well, come on, traveler, let's go take a look. Why are you hiding in here anyway? If we hadn't happened to pass by, you could have been stuck for days.
Yeah, wasn't your best move, sir.
It's a bit complicated. Can we not talk about that for now?
Did someone shave your eyebrows? Did someone strip you of your clothes? Why are those my options?
Whoa, that's terrible. Did someone seriously do that to you?
What kind of reaction is that, Paimon? Obviously, I was being facetious.
No, it was nothing quite that serious.
I saw it.
I'd just like some help finding my hat.
So you went dumpster diving in the box?
Just your hat? But then, why can't you look for it yourself? Huh? Wait, Paimon gets it! Something must have happened to your hair!
Paimon, we don't have to ask. There's no need to spell it out.
Sorry. So that's what happened. Paimon gets it now. No wonder why you had to hide inside the box.
No, this seems like a very silly situation, but okay.
You just need your hat, right? We'll get it back to you right away. What kind of hat was it?
I think you may have misunderstood me, but never mind. Please just help me find my hat. It's a soft and brown hat with a bit of a brim. Nothing fancy. I think I probably lost it near the entrance elevator. It was getting a bit hot, so I took it off and had a quick nap.
You had a quick nap in the middle of nowhere?
It was gone.
Just you got off an elevator and went, yeah, I think a quick kip right now would be just the thing. And so you just nap?
It's really important to me, so your help would mean the world. I'll wait here for your return.
Don't worry, we'll be back in no time.
This has to be the stupidest, lamest beginning to a story quest we've had yet. What the actual hell? This is so stupid.
Paimon doesn't see anything here. Well, let's go somewhere else. Just where is that thing? Oh, this is taking... Nothing in the water either. Paimon thought it might have gotten blown in.
By what breeze?
Oh, we've looked everywhere and still not seen anything that looks like a hat.
Let's turn back. We can't scour the entire fortress. We can just buy him a hat.
That's a good idea. If he's just looking to cover his head, then it shouldn't matter what kind of hat he's wearing. Why don't we check out the rag and bone shop? If memory serves, they got all kinds of stuff in there.
I don't think we fully understand the situation to understand why he needs his hat. Therefore, I don't know that just purchasing a hat is going to rectify the problem. You sure get fired up quick when it comes to shopping. I'm only paying for the hat.
Huh? How did you know what Paimon was thinking?
Because you always steal my money and it's rude.
This is bad. Nothing gets past you nowadays. Well, either way, let's go check it out first.
What do you mean nowadays? I was always pissed off the way you use my money. What floor is the rag and bone on? That is not the right button. It is this floor. Okay, awesome. I could never remember what floor it was on. Hello, I seek a hat. Do you have one for sale, perchance?
Paimon doesn't remember you being the boss.
Well, I'm just standing in for Mr. Alvar while he's off restocking the shop. Now, just wait a sec. A blonde foreigner dressed all in white, accompanied by a glaze-covered flying chunk of gingerbread.
I'm trying not to say it. I'm trying not to say it. It's glorious. But I never understand when we have accents in this game, because everybody just speaks with an American accent. So when you come across somebody with an English accent of some variety, it's just not right. You don't belong in this world.
Oh, you must be the legendary traveler and their companion Paimon.
Like, what land does this accent come from? Honestly, you can't... Well, I suppose you could be a weird person and have your own unique accent, and that would just be a whole situation of itself. But it'd be weird that you would call attention to that. So there must be some landmass that has English accents, but where? When he clearly looks Fontanian.
No. Well, you're half right. Paimon's the traveler's treasured companion, sure, but she's not some flying chunk of gingerbread.
Yeah, and she's about as appealing as gingerbread too.
Sorry, I never thought I'd get the chance to see you with my own eyes, so got a bit ahead of myself. I hope you find it in your magnanimous hearts to forgive my discourtesy. I'm just a nobody, after all.
And the voice really doesn't match his appearance.
There's no need to put yourself down like that. Paimon's just venting.
Why, your heroic actions at Araneus have long made their way to the fortress of Meripede. We heard that you were personally received by His Grace when you made your way down here, you know. Ah, you were the envy of all. And you're one of His Grace's favorite people, so of course, everyone wants to be introduced to you.
That feels like a bit of an overstatement. I barely know Wriothesley. I've met him like twice. Ish. I don't really know that I'm one of his favorite people. No. So it's because of him. And here I thought I made it as a hero.
Well, I'd figure you'd appreciate honesty over flattery.
Usually, yes.
After all, I also only joined up here because I'd heard Mr. Alvar was a good friend of the Duke.
Do you just admire Wriothesley, or are you trying to use people to your own benefit?
And though I've only caught scant sight of His Grace since then, as fate would have it, I've become fast friends with Mr. Alvar himself. I mean, we've all got agendas, but rather than trying to force something to be true, it's often better to just go with the flow.
I don't mean to break up your really weird fantasizing over Wriothesley, but does this conversation have a point?
Oh, now you're trying to kiss
Feels
up to us.
so weird and out of place. What are we even doing?
Well, I did mean it when I called you legends, and it is indeed an honor to meet the two of you. Oh, enough of that. Is there something you're looking for?
Yeah, a man's hat.
No problem. Anything else?
Nope, just a man's hat. What are you doing,
Hey,
traveler?
feel free to check out anything you want. The credit coupon costs are on me.
Why?
Wait, but that's, you don't have to be so nice.
Well, it's not like I'm getting paid to watch this shop. Instead of more coupons, Mr. Alvar usually lets me just take my pick of our goods. Life's been pretty good recently, so I might as well just waive your bill. Never hurts to make some friends.
I can't tell if he's been nice and just putting it forward, or it's all a manipulation to get something out of me later. He seems the type. Well, if you put it that way.
All right, Paimon will take a look.
After a moment's hesitation, Palmer manages to pick out 2 snacks.
Are you sure you don't
We're
want
here
more?
for a
These
fudging hat.
opportunities don't come by every day, you know.
Can you just grab the hat and go?
It's all right, 2 will do.
I never thought you'd turn down a chance to freeload.
It just doesn't feel the same if the owner's offering everything to you for free. But anyway, we don't need to get into that right now. We can discuss Paimanology later. That poor guy must still be waiting for us. Thank you so much. We'll be off then.
Did we get the hat?
No problem, and thank you for your patronage. I'd appreciate it if you could put in a nice word for our establishment the next time you speak to His Grace.
It's hardly patronage when I didn't pay you. So, I know that makes sense in other contexts, but in this particular instance, I didn't actually pay you and benefit you in any way, shape, or form, so I wouldn't really call it patronage. And why on earth would the Rag and Bone shop come up in conversation with Risley?
That's a real sneaky way of getting good reviews. We've been gone a while.
Was this where the box was all along? Oh, right. We didn't take ourselves here. The game walked us over here. It's why the dimension looks weird.
You can come out now. We found your hat.
You did? Oh, Archon, you just saved my life. Just one sec.
Wait, so you're not actually bald? You've got such a full head of hair, too.
I mean, I told you that there had been a misunderstanding. This has nothing to do with my hair.
But please explain why you couldn't leave the box without the hat. I'm really confused, sir. You're going to have to elaborate.
Wait, this isn't my hat.
No shit, it's black.
Well, we got you a new one. We tried really hard to look for your hat, but no dice.
To be precise, someone else gave it to us.
Ah, I see. Thank you so much. I'm really grateful, but unfortunately, there's just something special about my hat.
Right. Well, then you just get along and look for it yourself.
Does it have some kind of sentimental value?
But, sorry, I can't explain at the moment. Time's tight as well, so I suppose I'll keep looking for a while.
I'm so confused.
If you're looking for a hat, I just picked one up over here. Is it yours?
Your Grace!
Is it?
Oh, hey, Risley. It's been a while.
It just leaves? Bro, is it your hat or not? And why the fuck do you need a hat? To leave the box? I really don't understand, and it's kind of really annoying.
Well, it's a slow day today, so I decided to go for a little stroll. Even if your workspace isn't cramped, it's still good to get some air.
I wouldn't exactly call this fresh air.
I'll say I'm not at all surprised to find the two of you here. You never could turn down someone's request for help.
Right? Huh, it is brown.
It's what good adventurers do, after all.
Is that so? Maybe I should consider asking the Adventurers Guild to open a branch here.
What? Why would anybody want to come down here just to do adventure quests? There's no adventure to be had here. And any requests that are to be made down here are for coupons, which means that the inmates would benefit from it more so than the Adventurers Guild. So no, that's a terrible idea.
As I recall, these hats are very important to members of the Beret Society. Best you avoid misplacing it again,
Beret Society? Seriously?
You might not have the same luck next time.
Understood. Thank you so much, Your Grace. Then I'll be off. I'll get going now.
So it's some sort of club thing? You can't be seen without a beret? Wow. That's so sad.
What a strange guy. Why did he care so much about his hat? Oh, and has he done something wrong? When he saw you, it was as if he'd seen a ghost.
Oh, not at all. In fact, members of the Beret Society are model prisoners. They work hard and never get into trouble. They've saved me a lot of work, in fact. As for him, I'd guess he's just more of an introvert. It's not unusual for the more shy prisoners to freak out when I show up unannounced.
Huh? Shy? There are prisoners who are afraid to talk to people?
Why does that sound like such a strange concept to you, Paimon? Just because you're a criminal doesn't mean you have the same personality type as everybody else who's a criminal. We all have our individual personalities, Paimon. Criminals as well.
Prisoners are still people, after all.
Thank you.
There are as many crimes and motives as there are stars in the sky. The idea of the criminal as a selfish, heartless brute is just a stereotype. Such labels could never capture the complexity of even a single individual person. What kind of a person a prisoner may be and why they've committed a crime, we'd never know these things if they don't share their story with us.
Huh. You've got a point. Anyway, it's all good as long as it makes sense to you.
I thought this story quest was supposed to be about Wriothesley's, crime. Why he was here in the first place. I mean, I've read nothing to that effect. I just assumed that's what the story was about, which is why I was quite excited for it. This doesn't seem to be going in that direction. I don't even know what direction it's going in, but this is weird, and it's quickly shaping up to be one of my least favorite stories. This is really bad thus far, so it needs to pull something out of its hat, so to speak, to improve itself, or this is just going to keep going downhill. What's this Beret Society? There are people who enjoy working. I don't even like either of my options. I don't care about Beret Society, and of course people enjoy working. It passes the goddamn time.
Although most of the societies here will just turn individual brawls into mass ones, the Beret Society does appear to be an exception, and it's instead trying to experiment with some novel and interesting things.
Didn't actually answer the question I asked, but okay.
If you have some time, why don't we grab something at the coupon cafeteria? It'll give us time to catch up, too.
Wow. He's eating at the cafeteria? He's eating with me at the cafeteria? He's eating at the cafeteria where people can see him? I suppose what's fit for him is fit for them.
And if you're still interested in the berets after that, I can take you to their usual gathering place as well.
I'm really not, Wriothesley. I don't give a shit about the Berets Society or whatever. Can we stop talking about it?
I'm not the biggest fan of that cafeteria, but if we're gonna catch up...
I thought you liked the lucky dip of the meals, Paimon. Let's go then.
All right then, please follow me.
What level is it on? Nope.
Welcome, Your Grace, and the Traveler. Would you like 3 orders of today's welfare meal?
I don't even qualify for a welfare meal anymore. I don't live here.
Unfortunately, we weren't informed of your visit in advance, so we didn't prepare any super deluxe welfare meals today.
I'll pass on the food, then. What about you?
Why are we here if you're not eating? I'm not hungry. Then why are we here? Super deluxe or bust?
Then Paimon will also pass. Paimon will save her stomach for something better.
What a pity. It would seem that none of us can properly appreciate your skills, Walsey.
Then I must beg Your Grace to find me some more ingredients, so I can come up with some more welfare meal recipes. If you're not in the mood to eat, I can get you some drinks. We just got some great shipments in from above.
I still don't understand. If he wasn't going to eat, why did he invite us to go to the cafe? Sorry, cafeteria.
Yes, please? Huh. Paimon didn't know you could get non-welfare stuff at this place.
It's not for everyone. Think of it as a special treat for VIPs.
Oh, now that's what Paimon likes to hear. In that case, 2 bottles of the drink for Paimon, please.
2 for yourself?
2 bottles coming right up.
Jesus. After a while, Wolsey brings out the drinks for
Our
everyone.
first meeting took place on short notice, and we were both swamped by everything that happened after, so there was no time for more casual chit-chat. I'm actually quite fond of stories, you know. Of course, the others have already told me a lot about your deeds in Fontaine, but I'd love to hear it straight from the source.
Whoa. That'd be quite the long story.
Just the Fontainian one? Because we've got so much more to tell if you want to go back to Mondstadt. We fought tooth and nail for the sake of justice. I'm still trying to learn more about Fontaine. To be honest, I really wasn't that involved with a lot of it. Meh.
Impressive. Not all who possess the courage to risk their life for their ideals also have the strength to make it out unscathed.
True.
Had you not possessed these remarkable qualities, I probably wouldn't have had the chance to make your acquaintance in the first place.
Are you insinuating because I would be dead? Or just because I wouldn't be in this circumstance?
Paimon gets the sense that you're trying to flatter us. That guy we talked to earlier was obviously trying to get us to put in a good word for him, but you're the Duke, right? Why would you need to get on our good side?
So we put in a good word to Neverlet.
Well, after all, you did help the fortress and I maintain our autonomy. Is it so strange that I would want to give a few words of praise out of genuine admiration?
Not at all. Just a little bit. It's because you don't ever talk about yourself. It's a weird
So this is
response,
a matter
but we'll
of
take
trust.
it.
Which is unfortunate, since I don't have nearly as interesting of a story to offer about myself.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
I was convicted and sent here at an early age. I only became the top dog after spending a long time figuring out its inner workings.
I'm still stuck on my response, or the thing I said. Sorry, it's early morning, brain not functioning. It doesn't feel like what I said had much to do with what he was trying to say. For us to then get on this train of thought about his past, it's not a very coherent conversation we're having right now. I don't know if it's a translation problem or what, but this doesn't feel like a very smooth and natural conversation.
Power and control come in many forms, some fair and ethical, others less so. And since we're all sinners here, the victor calls the shots, no matter how they manage to get to the top.
Sichuan isn't a sinner. Sorry, I was like, what's the word? Sinner.
So, what do you think? Didn't put you much more at ease, now did it?
It's fine.
Kinda. You're really different from most of the people we've met so far.
I'm perfectly aware of that too, but even so, that doesn't make me think any less of you.
Why would it? There's no correlation with you being different from other people as to what you think of me. There's no cause and effect.
I would very much like to maintain friendly relations with you two.
Okay, that's how I feel as well. This is such a weird
Your Grace,
conversation.
after following your instructions, we were able to find a box of undeclared contraband in the latest shipment of cargo. They were extremely well hidden, and we've confirmed that the senders have been using this method to smuggle goods for a while. We're trying to trace the goods to their source.
Is this the kind of thing that you just say in the middle of the prison? It sounds like it's the kind of thing that you would report behind closed doors so that other people don't get ideas.
Got it. Leave the box here and contact me immediately if you make any progress. You're dismissed.
Yes, Your Grace.
Sorry, I'd almost completely forgotten about this.
She wasn't carrying anything, but sure.
She mentioned something about contraband. Are they like dangerous goods?
Not necessarily. The term is just applied to things people want to bring in on the sly. Many people here are experts at pulling rabbits out of the most ordinary hats. So we have to examine everything carefully. Now, what do we have here? It's more or less what I expected.
Whoa, this is certainly a box of curiosities. Mora, snacks, yarn, balls, ropes, mechanical parts, and even a gem! Wait, if you've confiscated this entire box, then does that mean all of this belongs to you now?
Yep. We can't just send them back up now, can we?
What? But that's just insane profit! Traveler, why don't you become a duke as well?
Why would I want this job? What about you, Paimon?
Paimon will be your vault keeper!
Okay, that sounded far more creepy than you expected, Paimon.
Jokes aside, I didn't know you'd be so interested in this box. How about this then? You can pick anything you want from it. Consider it a gift from me.
Why is everybody giving us free stuff? It's weird.
Really? You'll let Paimon pick anything?
She's gonna pick the gem, right?
No take-backs. Paimon will have you know that she's got a real good eye for treasure.
Although she did say there was more in there, didn't she? And also snacks.
I never joke about things like this.
All right, Paimon's gonna have a look. Paimon
Yep,
wants
the gem. Knew it.
this one. This dark, sparkly gem. You just know it must be worth a ton of Mora.
It's giving off a very, very strange smoke. I'd be concerned. I was gonna say it's magical and don't touch, but she touched.
Actually, never mind. Paimon doesn't want this gem anymore. Can Paimon pick something else instead?
Are you feeling unwell?
There's something weird about this gem. Paimon remembered a lot of bad things when she picked it up. Paimon couldn't even tune them out. It's as if the gem was just drawing them out of Paimon's brain. It was super spooky.
Is that so? Let me give it a try. Paimon's right. I too experienced some unpleasant flashbacks.
Why would somebody want one of those gems here? Is it to give to someone else to punish them? Let me try.
Are you sure? I wouldn't exactly call it fun.
I want to make sure I know exactly what you saw. My constitution is a bit different from everyone else's. Yeah, because you're a Mary Sue. No.
Fair enough. Go ahead. I don't think it'll have a permanent effect.
That angle was so weird. Sorry, the way her face was turned away, it actually had a line for her cheek, so it made her look like she had a really pudgy cheek. It was so weird. What else were you expecting?
Are you okay, Traveler? You also saw something, right?
I relived some rather unforgettable memories.
I'll take this gem then and run a thorough investigation on its properties. Paimon, feel free to pick something else.
Then, actually, never mind. Paimon's gonna pass. Paimon was thinking about one of the snacks, but who knows if it'll also make Paimon sick.
An astute decision.
You do have a point. In that case, we should destroy the entire box and all of its contents.
What if it's a ploy? They knew that contraband would be discovered. Therefore, they have dangerous items here. So if Riley was like, yeah, I'm just going to keep some of these snacks for myself and munches down on them and kills them because it's been poisoned. Or something like that. It's got to be why the gem here is intentionally.
Seems like we're almost done with our drinks, too. Let's go check out the Society's gathering place, then.
I don't care about the stupid society.
I can introduce
Can
you.
we
and
move
can
on
also
from the
continue our
society?
conversation while we're at it.
It's irrelevant. Nobody cares about the Beret Society.
Wait, are you this free every day or something?
He said work was light. Weren't you listening?
Just noticed? I wasn't exactly busy the first time we met either.
That's not something you should be posting about. What are you talking about, Traveler and Paimon? You guys aren't exactly gamefully employed.